Good morning, world. Uh, Today I'm going to talk to you about something serious again, man. You know, we're going to try and avoid trying to be funny all the while because, we all know there's not much to laugh about, really, is there? You know. So today we're going to talk about something serious. Today we're going to talk about nightmares. The other day I was at my mate's house and his daughter just brought up that she had a nightmare, and instantly I thought, boom! You know what? My old childhood nightmare. It was quite an interesting thing to talk about. And it's a sunny day. The weather's nice. I got greasy hair because I've just woke up. What better to talk about, man? Perfect, perfect thing to talk about. Right. So I was gonna give you a run through, man, through this dream. Now, every single time, man, this fucking dream would always scare me, man. It was always the same shitting dream. I never had any other nightmares. And you know what? It's not even that scary. It just shows how much of a pussy I am. But when I was a kid, man, this dream all the time. Like, if I was gonna have a nightmare, it would be this fucking dream with this fucking retarded bloke in it, man. Pisses me off, man. Just talking about it. I wish this guy was real so I could punch him straight in the face. Just does my head in. Right, I'll go through the story. I'd say if it was going to be a movie, the title of it would be called The Tickly Man. That's what it was. It would have been called The Tickly Man. That already shows you how weak it's going to be, man. That already shows you how unscary it's going to be. It's not like the dog raper or the fucking kill your nan and stab your granddad killer. You know what I mean? It's The Tickly Man. That's what this shit's called, The Tickly Man. Right. Yeah, so yeah, we'll start this stream off. I remember it, man. I remember it like it was yesterday. It's weird. Okay, so this piece of shit dream would start, and I was a kid, man. I was a kid. I was with my friends and that, and we was in this like ball pool, like those fucking wacky warehouse pieces of shit, man. Just running around the slides, diving into the balls and that, playing with the balls, touching the balls, licking each other's balls, playing with the balls in the ball pool, and I remember in the dream I saw like some gang, some mafia people, man. And I remember, oh, what's this? What's this? I'd go over and I'd look, and there's like 20 of these mafia geezers, and they're all talking to this little, those little ventriloquist dolls. They're all talking to this little ventriloquist doll. Can't remember what they were saying, man. Just having a little chat. This ventriloquist doll didn't need a ventriloquist. He was just there talking, man, talking. And I remember I was there watching what's going on. What you doing? And then all of a sudden, this ventriloquist doll just went and started staring at me, man, out of nowhere. I didn't even make a noise. This shit knew I was there, man. Oh my god. And I remember that moment, boom, and it just scared the shit out of me. The way his head just turned to stare at me. Motherfucker, I'll punch you in the face, man. And so then, literally, the story then, it was like, like you see in a film 6 years later kind of thing. It was like that. And fucking this, somehow, this ventriloquist doll had turned into some crusty golem creature, man. Some crusty golem-like creature. Pretty much was Gollum. That's what he looked like, but I think he wore clothes. I can't remember. And he bought a house. He bought a house in my local neighbourhood. But the thing is, in my dream, my road wasn't my road. In my dream, it was like some American street, like not Beetlejuice, man. Like fucking, Edward Scissorhands, like that kind of street. It was like that. And this ventriloquist doll, who had morphed into a Gollum, was fucking living in one of the houses, man. Just moved into the street. Who sells a house to fucking Gollum? Somebody in my dream did, and it pissed me off, because this geezer, whenever you walk past his house, he'd be sitting in his front window, and he'd be there, yeah. He wouldn't be looking at you. I think he was in a wheelchair, and he'd just turn and look at you. And then, this is where he got the name, The Tickly Man. When he's looking at you, you'd feel yourself tickling. He didn't even have to fucking touch you. You just feel yourself tickling. And in my dream, I felt like I was being tickled. And I don't know whether that's what one of the scary thing was, but it weren't like a tickling, like, ha 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 ha, you ticklish. It was like some fucking scratching the shit out of me, man. And I know I should probably call it scratching, but it did tickle. But it was some rough shit, man. It was horrible. It was like I was being rubbed on sandpaper or something. And this motherfucker living in this house, every single, because he saw me when he was a ventriloquist doll, he could, just make me tickle whenever he wanted to. I didn't have to be by his bloody house. He would just think that he wants to tickle me, and I'd be tickling, man. So my life was shit. My life was just some big tickled mess, man. Like it was just a waste of time living. It was just really upsetting. And this dream, man, I know it probably doesn't even sound that scary, but it used to scare the shit out of me. I'd be in bed, I'd wake up, Mum! Mum! The tickling man! Like that. And then, like, she'd come in my room, take me out my room, and I'd sleep in bed with my mum and dad. Everything would be better, and that's when that motherfucker couldn't get me. But then the next night I'd go in again, and it'd happen again. Honest to God, it scarred me as a child. I know it doesn't sound bad, but it was horrible. Oh, that's my tickly man dream. Terrifying if you're a pussy.